Hi, my name is Sarah DeMarinis, and today the goal of our session is to introduce my client to two exercises that are going to strengthen and increase flexibility in the wrist. So the first exercise that we're going to do is a strengthening exercise for the wrist flexors. So first I'm going to ask my client to lay their forearm on the table or a hard surface with their palm facing upwards. And first they're just going to make a fist with their hand. And then they're going to relax the wrist, letting it go off the edge of the table, and slowly flex it as far as they can towards the forearm. And relax. A couple of things that my client should keep in mind is to not put too much weight onto the forearm that's on the table, as well as keeping the back straight and focusing on only flexing the muscles within the forearm. To guide the client through the exercise, I'm just going to place my hand underneath theirs as they bring their wrist towards their forearm. I'm just going to guide it up and then slowly relax as they release the wrist flexors. When my client is more comfortable with this exercise, they can add weight to the hand with a household item, just like a can, holding on and doing the same motion.
Here, the client is completing the exercise with good posture. They are moving at an appropriate rhythm, contracting the muscle faster than they are released. The client has correctly placed their wrist off of the hard surface, and they are using only the wrist flexors to complete the exercise. Here, however, the client is not using good posture, causing them to lean into the shoulder. This can cause the client to compromise and use other muscles, such as the biceps, instead. In this clip, the client has not placed the wrist off of the edge of the hard surface, so the full range of motion is not achieved, and they are not contracting at an appropriate pace.
The second exercise I'm going to show my client is a stretch for the wrist flexors. So first I'm going to ask my client to go onto their hands and knees with their hands flat on the floor. Next, I'm going to remind my client just to straighten their spine and have at least a 90-degree angle in their knees. Perfect. Then my client's going to laterally rotate their hands so that their fingers are facing their knees on both sides, and lean back towards the knees until a slight stretch is felt. My client is also going to keep their elbows straight during the stretch.
In this clip, the client has correctly placed their legs at an appropriate angle to support the back. Their hands are flat on the floor and the elbows remain stiff. The client's back and neck are in a neutral position, focusing their weight onto the hands. However, in this clip, the client's back is not correctly supported. They are placing the majority of their weight onto their shoulders. This can cause the elbows to bend and the hands come off of the floor.